Hi, everybody. I just want to talk a little bit more about what I said in my last video about how we can sometimes get it wrong, or what seems like we get it wrong. So, naturally, I am talking about genuine, authentic, real psychic mediums. Okay. Now, yes, I said, if anybody makes you any guarantees or tells you they're 100% accurate all the time, that I would run, because I wouldn't say that to someone. What I share on here, I am trying to be very honest about what it's actually like to do this and to receive the information. Now, what can happen is when I'm reading someone, I can get information about their ancestors, about other people connected to them, and they might not be able to confirm that or have any idea what I'm talking about. Doesn't necessarily mean that I'm wrong, but in their mind, they might think that I am because they have no idea what I'm talking about. I'll give you an example too. I was doing a reading for someone, and I got this really vivid, like, it was so detailed. I was explaining I knew this was in the 1800s. It was in the upstairs of a house. I could see the window. There was a little balcony, and there was this older woman, very I think she was fairly tall, petite, very thin. She had a full black dress on, like the full neck and everything, like with the ruffle on it. Her hair was up in a bun. She was sitting in a rocking chair. She had a handkerchief, and she was weeping because she had lost her son. She had lost her son, and she was waiting for him to be returned. Now, this person that I'm talking to, quite young, so naturally they're, well, I can't prove it. They were not sure they can confirm it. Bunch of other information. The reading was over. However, they got back to me later, and what was super, and I'm so glad they did, because I was really really surprised, actually. They got back to me. They were able to consult an older member of their family and find out that actually happened, that was true. But that is not always going to be an option that is available to everyone. You can't always, know stuff about your ancestors, if it wasn't passed down through the family, or there might be things that you just don't know. So whereas that might come off as being wrong, we don't really know one way or another for 100% sure, because I know, speaking for myself, I know I received it, but you have no way to confirm it. But then again, sometimes that's when people might think, oh, they were wrong, they didn't get this right, I don't know what they're talking about. But sometimes the information just can't be confirmed. And again, some of the things are they can be difficult to interpret, especially because even after doing this for years and years, every once in a while you see something new or get something new in a way that you haven't seen before. So then you have to do a little extra work to try to interpret it properly. For example, if I saw a man who was holding a bird in his hands and he was releasing it and it flies away. Okay, now think about how many meanings that can have. Maybe he rescued birds and nursed them back to health and released them. Maybe he had a love of birds. Maybe he was a bird watcher. Maybe, there's so many ways to interpret just a small piece of what I'm saying, of just seeing that visual. It can have so many different meanings. And then that's where it can get tricky, because we have to try to interpret that the right way and relay the message to you. I mean, it can be like playing charades in a way, trying to, figure out, well, what do you mean? And a lot of times when we do get messages, sometimes they'll show us or remind us or give us an example from, say, something that's happened in our lives to help us understand and interpret the message properly. But it can be tricky sometimes, and where you might get something and then you're saying, like, I have no idea what they're talking about, it wasn't even related. It might not actually be wrong, but as a client, understandably so, it might feel wrong because you have no way to confirm it, or you don't know what they're talking about or who it might even apply to. So there is a lot of room for if you get where I'm going with that. It can be very tricky sometimes. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.